So it's a beautiful morning here at the Sun House. Perfect day for some spring Qigong. So let's start with some belt breathing. So placing your hands around your waist and feel your breath pushing into your hands. So on the inhale, expand, and on the exhale, relaxing the waist. Really getting the breath right down into the lower edges of the lungs. And then we're going to bring the hands up and breathing into the chest. So big inhale, feel the stretch of the ribs, and exhale, letting go. One more. And then we're going to breathe into the upper chest whilst tapping. And exhale, let out some sound. So tapping the top of the lungs, tapping the center of the chest, and then tapping into the ribs at the side. Exhaling, letting a sound out. Have a little shake. Okay, and then we're going to start with our unwinding tension from the wrists. So this is some silk reeling Qigong to release tension from all of the joints. So we're going to start with the wrists and the fingers. So really spreading your fingers as you do this, one way and then the other way. Really getting the fingers, the wrists, the hands to stretch and open. And then we're going to focus on the elbow. So one elbow at a time. Using the movement to really gently massage and open the elbow, both directions. So really good if you've got any elbow injuries or tension in the forearm, in the wrists, carpal tunnel, things like that. Strain from using the computers too much. So yeah, really good for repetitive strain in the joints. And both directions. So we're gently massaging the elbow joint as we're opening, moving, and allowing the chi to flow, the energy, the blood. Okay, so now to the shoulders. So breathing with the movement, allowing the shoulder blades to open. And then see if you can bring that movement into the spine at the same time. One way and then the other. Rooster spreads his wings, meeting the day. And then one at a time. Really good for opening the upper back, the shoulder blade area. And the other direction. Feeling the spine getting an exercise as well. Okay, and then back to the shoulders. So one shoulder at a time. And see if you can imagine that you're stretching right through the body from the big toes right up into the shoulders. So it's not just the shoulders we're opening, but the whole of the fascia, all of the connective tissue of the body. Feeling yourself rooted into the ground. And then back, focusing one arm at a time. This is a really nice way of unwinding tension from the whole of the arm, shoulder, elbow, wrist, right into the fingertips. And you can do this with the breath. Inhale as the hand comes up, and exhale as it comes down. Silk reeling, releasing stiffness from all of the fascia of the body. Okay, we're gathering up from the earth, hands come up in front of the face, wrists twist, and opening out. So we get this little spiraling movement through the hands, the wrists, and then on the exhale. exhale, releasing down. Unwinding tension. Releasing stiffness. And hydrating all of the joints of the body. So you can see that we're also moving into the spine here, bending the knees and getting a nice spinal wave coming through the body, expanding and releasing. Okay, big breath into the chest. Exhale, stretch the mid-back. Inhale, open the chest. Opening the heart space. And stretching the back of the heart. Big smile into the sun. Let the sun open your chest. Smiling into the heart. And the back of the heart. Okay. Now turning the foot out to the side. We're going to reach forward and then roll back. So the weight shifts onto the front foot. And then rolls back onto the back foot. And the hand snakes forward. And then curls in. Reaching forward, stretching, rocking back. And this is for the wood element, so it's creative movements. Allow the hand to explore the space and open in whatever way feels good for your arm. So changing sides, stepping out the other way. I like to imagine the arms like a snake, snaking forwards and then rolling back. Really creative, playful. Explore what feels good for your body as you do this. Beautiful. Okay, both hands come up and then we rock back and the hands push down. So inhale up, exhale, coming back to the ground. So this is for opening the spine. So imagine as you push the hands down the whole of the spine, lengthening, getting hydrated, filling with brightness, with chi, with energy. And then coming back to the other side, reaching up and pushing down, gathering in and pushing back to the earth. Following your breath, going at your own pace. And then coming back to the center, hands in prayer posture. We're going to reach forward from the heart, scooping up, and then pour the chi down through the midline of the body. So reaching out, gathering in. Hands reaching forwards, and then sinking back. So we bend the knees, we go into a squat, we look after our lower back. And then we gather the chi all the way down the midline to the heart. Nice deep full breaths. Gathering silk reeling. So we imagine the tendons, the ligaments of the body moving like silk. So this time we drop right down between the knees, squatting down and then scooping up. Hands drop down, so bending the knees, squatting down as far as is good for you. And then gathering up, pouring down the midline. Imagine you're pouring sunshine through your body. Last one, gathering up and pouring down. Okay, and then we come to the waist, the hips. Let's do some simple hip circles. Unwinding tension from the hips, lower back, the knees, easing out the joints. Silken movements. And changing direction when you're ready. Circling the hips. Noticing any tight spots, and go gently, no need to push. Just notice how your hips want to open. Okay, and then we're going to turn the foot out and twisting back. So change the camera so you can see my feet here, stepping out and twisting in. So you get a lovely twist through the top of the hip as the foot turns in, and then shifting the weight forwards and rocking back. Really good to open the hip joints in a different way, this one. So you might find one hip is tighter than the other. Let's do the other. So stepping out, and the foot turns all the way around. So we get that lovely stretch through the glutes, through the hip socket joint. Rocking from heel to toe. Really feeling your connection to the ground. Okay, and now we come to the knees. So circling the knees, strengthening our knees, ankles, feet, as well as the hips and the lower back. Letting go of any tension here, building strength. Okay, let's do a little bit of a balance. So standing on one foot, take a moment to feel balanced, and then we spread the toes, spread the ankles, and start to release tension in the ankles and feet. One way and then the other. And then let's point and flex my muddy feet. Stretch the toes, have a little shake. And say changing leg, take a moment to get your balance. And when you're ready, start to circle the ankles, the feet, the toes, and the knees. Balancing so good for us, really strengthens the glutes in the standing leg and really helps our connection between foot and glute so that our legs become a lot stronger. Point and flex, point and flex, and shake out. Okay, so back to the arms. We'll do some circling the arms. So this one is called spreading the feathers. So we just circle the hands a few times and then stretch the fingers back. So circle the arm around and then stretch the fingers back. So yeah, bending the knees, have a little squat and reaching up as the feathers, your wings, stretch back. Really stretch the fingers. And then in this position we're going to do a little neck roll. So put the head to one side and just rock the neck, chin to chest, just gently. So we stretch the neck, but all the way down the stretch, you can feel it all the way down the inside of the arm, changing sides. Maybe you can feel the stretch right into the fingers, into the palms. Okay, and then we're going to go the other way. So hands come forwards, bringing your feathers, your wings forward. So make a fist at the back, and then coming around to the front. And we're going to stretch the fronts of the hands. And this time we're just going to turn the neck to one side. See if you can feel the release into your jaw as well. just turning the head one side and then the other. You feel the stretch right through the fronts of the arms. And then release. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of spinning plates. So this movement, the idea is that it's as if you've got 2 teacups, one in each hand, and you don't want to spill any of the contents of the cup. So the palms are always facing up. So it's a good one to play with. So squat down, hands go back, and as we stand up, hands come over the head. Spinning plates. Really good to stretch and open the joints. Really enjoy that expansion. Trying not to spill a drop. And then we're going to do one hand at a time. So you can feel the spin coming through the hips, the shoulders, the head, the neck, through the whole body. And the other side. Spinning the cups. My hair's going everywhere, apologies. And then we're going to go the other way, both hands pushing up to the sky and then pushing back. So hands come under, pushing up and spinning back. So these are great to practice, really good for our joints. These lovely spiraling movements help to release tension, help to release kind of stagnation and allow the energy, the chi, to flow through the joints. And the other direction, spinning down and back. So you can be quite playful with these movements. It takes a while to really get the feeling of palms facing the sky. Okay, and then gathering in. And taking a moment just to hold the energy ball at lower dantian. So we've opened all of the joints, and now we're just going to simply stand and allow the chi to gather, to settle, to return to the center. So palms facing lower dantian, belly soft, breathing into the belly. Everything relaxed and soft, smile on the face, sunshine smile. And then bringing the hands up to embrace the tree. So palms are in front of the center of the chest, in front of the heart. Hands relaxed, shoulders soft. And just spend a moment or two just gathering the chi at middle dantian, and then we'll release and gather in. Harmonize the chi. Gathering back to the source. Inhale, hands come up. And exhale, gathering in, relaxing the body, feeling bright, full of chi. And then closing, hands on lower dantian. Thank you for joining. And if you enjoyed doing some Qigong with me, then do get in touch. I run regular online classes and courses, particularly for the seasons. So it would be lovely to hear from you.